Hi friends, have you noticed the weather? It's getting a little cooler. It's September and my business of the month has to do with you. So now that it's getting cooler, I thought it'd be a great time to talk about preventative maintenance on your house, getting your house ready for winter. And who better to do that than Erich Kelter from Above Grade Home Inspections, because he sees houses on a daily basis and sees what happens when you don't do that preventative maintenance. So I'm going to hand the camera to myself, take a picture and a video of Erich, and he'll let you know some tips for getting your house ready.
Awesome. Thanks, Diana. Okay, so for our viewers today, we're going to give you a few tips that you can use in order to help prepare your house for winter. Okay, so first thing here, you want to make sure that you clean up any of your dryer vents, make sure they're free of any obstructions, that way they're not going to be a fire hazard. Okay, next thing you want to make sure you do is shut off your outside water taps. You want to shut them off from the inside of the house to make sure that they don't freeze and burst and potentially cause a flood and damage to the inside of your home. So you definitely want to make sure that you shut this guy off before it starts freezing at nighttime. Okay. Next item here, briefly, is AC covers. Quite often I will see air conditioning covers or makeshift covers that people will wrap these up in a tarp or put a cover over this that covers the entire unit itself. A properly sized AC cover will actually only cover about 3/4 of the unit and allow any moisture that accumulates in here to dry out and prevents any condensation from occurring, which can accelerate corrosion. So if you have an air conditioning unit, you definitely want to make sure that you get a correct size cover for it. Moving forward, your furnace venting. This is a common issue where sometimes during the off-season critters can get in here, can put stuff in here, and if these vents are not free and clear of any obstructions, it can cause issues with your furnace not running correctly. So you want to make sure that these are good to go prior to your furnace firing up. Usually around mid-October when it starts getting a little bit cooler outside. And have your furnace serviced. Lastly, before we leave here, if you actually heat your house with wood, you might also want to consider having a wet inspection. That's WETT, Wood Energy Technology Transfer. Have a wet inspection performed by a wet qualified inspector in order to make sure that that wood burning appliance is safe to use, it meets current codes, and you're not going to have any issues during that heating season.